petroleum business had been deregulated in 1994 and one no longer needed the president's approval to set up a petrol station. This was delegated to local authorities and petrol stations sprang up all over. The most reliable fuel dispenser brand was Tokim, distributed by a company called Unicorn Sales and Services Limited that was based in Babadogo. As I was having a drink with Captain Peter Kenyanzui of Kenya Airways sometime in 1998, he mentioned that a prominent businessman from Makueni was looking for ways to import Tokim dispensers directly from South Africa, possibly at a lower price and with a shorter waiting period than when buying from Unicorn. Kenyanzui then introduced me to businessman Kamweli Mwangangi, who wondered aloud if I was related to a Joseph Kiundi of Standard Chartered Bank. It turned out that Joseph had been his trusted banker for many years, and on the basis of his being my brother, he was willing to trust me too. Armed with a quote from Unicorn, I emailed Tokim in Johannesburg and found that the price differential was unbelievably huge, and the die for my travel to South Africa was cast. In KBC, being an accountant, my departmental head was the chief accountant, but being in product accounts, I had a dotted reported line to the ATMO, the head of operations. I applied for a 10-day leave with the intention of traveling to South Africa to procure the field dispensers for Kamweli, which the chief accountant approved, and I immediately booked a Monday afternoon South African Airways flight. I then handed over the office during the week to the usually Mombasa-based Douglas Rua, who was relieving me during the 10-day leave. I had kept the ATMO fully abreast of the developments and the fact that I was booked on a Monday afternoon flight to Johannesburg. Early in the morning of the Monday I was to travel, a driver arrived at my house with a letter from the ATMO calling me for a meeting at 2:30 p.m. that afternoon. I consulted the chief accountant on phone and he told me he would take care of the matter and that I should continue with my travel plans. Armed with the equivalent of 1 million Kenya shillings in Standard Chartered Bank travelers checks financed by Kamweli Mwangangi, I boarded the flight for Johannesburg as scheduled. I was met at the airport by Peter Gakunga, a Kenyan from Nakuru, living and doing business in South Africa, who had been introduced to me by Godfrey Ngondi. I booked a room in Formula One Hotel in Berea, from where Peter assured me I could walk to the Tokim offices, which I did the following morning. The Tokim sales manager told me they had an exclusive contract with Unicorn Sales and Services Limited of Babadogo in Nairobi, Kenya, and I could therefore not buy directly from them. The only customer they were allowed to sell directly to in Kenya was Keno Kobil Petroleum Company, which bought the dispensers in huge numbers. My heart sank, fearing that I had come to South Africa on a wild goose chase. As the saying goes, whatever will happen, will happen. And as I nursed my disappointment over a bottle of beer at the bar in Formula One Hotel later that evening, the Tokim sales manager I had met earlier walked in and joined me as soon as he recognized me. In the course of the evening, and after breaking the ice over a few beers, I asked him which countries he was allowed to sell to in Africa, and he mentioned Rwanda, among others. In the morning, I placed an order for Tokim field dispensers for my business in Kigali, Rwanda. I realized that they never had the interest nor the means to confirm where the merchant is ended up, as long as it was recorded as leaving their premises headed on an approved destination. While I waited for the dispensers to be assembled, I changed residence from the Formula One Hotel in Berea to an affordable furnished apartment in the crime-infested Hillbrow area, which had been vacated by another Kenyan and his family from Nakuru as they headed back to Kenya. I was assured I would be safe as long as I got indoors before sundown. Gunfire would sometimes rend the air all night long, but my stay was trouble-free.